Hey guys, Karim Ellis here, and I want to talk to you about one of my powerful principles for success. It's a concept that I call the seed principle. The seed principle. And this originally came about through a conversation with a good friend and mentor of mine by the name of McNeil. In a conversation, he pointed out something that was so powerful, blew my mind. He said, Karim, you are the very thing you choose to be. You're just simply in seed form. I'm going to say it again because it's powerful. You are the very thing you choose to be. Whatever that is, you're already it, my friend. You're just simply in seed form. I mean, I wish I would have known this back when I was a child. I wish I would have known this back in high school, better yet elementary, because it would have made the transition from childhood to adulthood so absolutely simple. Let me show my point. I'm sitting here holding 3 different acorn seeds, and these acorn seeds represent you. You see, these seeds only know how to do one thing, and that's how to transform itself from seed form to tree form. That's the only thing these seeds know how to do. So let's say I want to plant these seeds in 3 different locations. Let's say I'm going to take this first seed, I'm going to plant this first seed in the middle of the North Pole. And then from there, I'm going to go all the way out to the middle of the Mojave Desert, and we're going to plant this second seed in the Mojave Desert. And this third seed is going to come right back here to the Midwest, right here to Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm going to plant this seed right here in my own backyard. Out of these 3 different locations, 3 different seeds, only one of these seeds stands a chance of transforming into a tree. And that's the seed that's been planted in the environment that's conducive to the growth of the seed. Watch this. The first seed we planted in the middle of the North Pole. And we can both agree the climate's entirely too cold for that seed to start the transformation process. And then the second seed we planted in the middle of the Mojave Desert. But again, it lacks the water. It's way too hot for that seed to begin the transformation process. But the third seed we planted right here in the middle of the Midwest. And right here, everything's absolutely perfect. The weather's right, the climate's right, the temperature's right, the soil's perfect, there's just enough water, not too much, not too little. Everything this seed needs to begin the transformation process. Within 3 to 5 days, it's smack dab right here in this environment. What am I getting at? I told you earlier, this seed represents you. And locked inside this seed is all types of gifts, talents, potential, power, and ability. But for many of you, you're frustrated right now because you're trying to draw that energy out and you can't because you're planting your seed in the wrong environment. That's powerful. That's something I had to learn the hard way. Listen, if you want to start the transformation process in your life, you have to be willing to leave your current comfort zone. Find out what environment is conducive to the growth of your own seed potential, and then make sure you plant that seed right there. And let me leave you with 2 more things before we wrap this clip up. First and foremost, notice I told you earlier, this seed does not need any instructions on how to transform itself to a tree. I've never seen a seed sitting underground with a book or an instruction manual reading to itself what I need to do to turn into a tree. This seed was designed with one thing in mind, which is to do what it's designed to do, that's to transform. And you are the same exact way. Whatever gift and talent is lying inside of you, the only thing it wants to do is manifest itself. It doesn't need instructions on it. It doesn't need help. You just need to make sure you put yourself in the right environment. And the second thing, and this is powerful, so don't miss this. This seed, whether I plant this seed today or whether I wait 40, 50 years from now and plant this seed, it still will always have the latent ability to turn into a tree. The only difference is the amount of time it sat there lying dormant. That means I can leave these seeds on the countertop or on my desk for 40, 50, 60 years or so and plant them then and they still will transform. But look how much time has gone past. If I know you personally as a friend, it's my sincere hope that when it's time for us to leave this planet, I don't go to your casket and find out that you've been buried with a handful of seed. My name is Karim Ellis, and this has been your Motivational Minute.